You may feel healthy today, you may wake up feeling normal, you may have energy, you may not have any warning signs, but inside your body, something is happening every single day. Your cells are constantly dividing, replacing old cells, repairing damage, making sure your body continues working properly. And most of the time, your body does an incredible job. But after 50, your body's natural protection systems begin to change. The repair mechanisms that once worked effortlessly become less efficient. The immune system becomes slower at identifying problems. And decades of exposure to stress, inflammation, unhealthy habits, and environmental factors begin to leave their mark. But here is the part many people do not realize. Getting older does not mean you are powerless. There are habits you can start today that may support your body's natural ability to protect itself. I am Dr. George White, and I want to talk with you about 5 daily habits that may help support cancer prevention after 50. These are not miracle cures. They are not replacements for cancer screenings, medical treatment, or advice from your healthcare provider, but they are habits that can influence some of the biological processes connected with cancer risk. Because cancer does not usually appear overnight. It often develops through years of small changes happening inside the body. Changes involving inflammation, cell damage, immune function, hormones, and the way your body repairs itself. Understanding these processes gives you the ability to make better choices. Now, before we discuss the habits, we need to understand something important. Your body has built-in protection systems. Every day, your cells experience damage. This is normal. Even healthy people experience cellular stress. Every time your cells use oxygen to create energy, small amounts of damage can occur. Every time your body responds to inflammation, repair processes are activated. The difference between a healthy body and a vulnerable body is often how effectively those problems are managed. Your body has systems designed to identify damaged cells, repair them, or remove them if they cannot be fixed. One of these systems involves DNA repair. Think of your DNA like an instruction manual inside every cell. It tells your cells how to function, how to grow, how to divide, how to maintain themselves. But just like any instruction manual that is used thousands of times, mistakes can happen. Your body has natural proofreading systems that catch many of these mistakes. But as we age, these repair systems can become less efficient. This means supporting your body's repair mechanisms becomes increasingly important. And one of the biggest ways you influence these systems is through your daily choices. The food you eat, the way you sleep, the amount you move, how you manage stress, and when you give your body time to rest. So let's begin with the 5th habit, and this is one that many people underestimate because it seems so simple. Habit number 5, reduce ultra-processed foods. When most people hear the word cancer prevention, they think about genetics, they think about family history, they think about medical tests, and those things absolutely matter. But nutrition also plays an important role. Not because one food causes cancer overnight, and not because one meal determines your future, but because your eating pattern influences the environment inside your body. Every cell in your body exists in a chemical environment, the nutrients you provide, the inflammatory signals you create, the hormones circulating through your blood. All of these factors influence how your cells function. Ultra-processed foods can negatively affect this environment. These include foods such as packaged snacks, processed meats, sugary drinks, fast food, highly refined products with many added ingredients. These foods are often designed to be convenient and enjoyable, and having them occasionally does not mean you have failed. The problem comes when they replace the foods your body actually needs. Whole foods provide nutrients that support your body's natural defenses. Vegetables, fruits, beans, whole grains, nuts, seeds, healthy fats. These foods provide fiber, vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds that support normal cellular function. One of the biggest concerns with ultra-processed foods is their relationship with inflammation. Inflammation is a normal process. Your body uses inflammation to fight infections and repair injuries. But when inflammation stays elevated for long periods, it can create an environment where damaged cells have more opportunities to survive. Think about a small fire. A controlled fire can be useful. It provides warmth, it helps accomplish a purpose, but a fire that continues burning without stopping can eventually damage everything around it. Chronic inflammation works in a similar way. It becomes a constant stress signal inside the body. Now, I want to give you a practical example. Imagine two breakfasts. The first breakfast is a sugary cereal with little protein and many refined ingredients. The second breakfast is oatmeal with berries, nuts, and natural sources of protein. Both may fill your stomach, but they send very different signals to your body. One creates a quick rise and fall in energy. The other provides fiber, nutrients, and a more stable source of fuel. The goal is not perfection. The goal is improving your average choices. You do not have to remove every processed food from your life. Instead, start with one simple change. Replace one ultra-processed item each day with a whole food alternative. Your afternoon packaged snack could become an apple with walnuts. A sugary dessert could become berries with plain yogurt. A processed lunch option could become a meal built around vegetables and lean protein. Small changes repeated over time create powerful habits. And this brings us to the next habit. Because what happens while you sleep may be just as important as what happens while you are awake. Habit number 4. Protect your sleep. Many people think of sleep as simply a time when the body rests. But your body is not inactive during sleep. Sleep is one of the most important repair periods your body has. During deep sleep, your immune system becomes highly active, and your immune system plays a critical role in identifying abnormal cells. Your body contains specialized immune cells called natural killer cells. Their job is to recognize and destroy cells that appear abnormal. Think of them as your body's internal security team. They constantly monitor your tissues, looking for problems, looking for cells that do not behave normally. But sleep quality directly influences how well this system works. When you consistently sleep poorly, your immune function can suffer. And after 60, this becomes even more important because sleep patterns naturally change with age. Many older adults experience lighter sleep. They wake up more frequently. They spend less time in deep sleep. But that does not mean poor sleep has to be accepted. There are steps you can take. The first is keeping a consistent wake-up time. Many people focus only on bedtime, but your morning routine helps regulate your internal clock. Wake up at the same time each day whenever possible. Expose yourself to natural light in the morning. Keep your bedroom dark and comfortable at night. Reduce bright screens before bedtime. Create a predictable routine that tells your body, it is time to prepare for sleep. These simple habits can improve sleep quality, and better sleep supports the systems that help maintain your health. If you are finding this information useful and you want more practical health guidance for adults over 60, consider subscribing to the channel. My goal is to help you understand your body and make informed choices that support healthier aging. Because prevention is not about fear. It is about knowledge, and the next habit may surprise you, because it is not about food. It is not about supplements. It is something many people think they are too old to start: movement. And it may have a much bigger impact on your health than you realize. Now let's move to the third habit, and this is one that many people misunderstand. When they hear the word exercise, they imagine a gym. Heavy weights, intense workouts, running for miles, and because of that image, many older adults immediately think, that is not for me. But the type of movement I am talking about today is different. It is purposeful, daily movement. Movement that fits your body, movement that you can continue consistently, because your body was designed to move. And after 50, staying active becomes one of the most powerful ways to support healthy aging. One reason movement matters so much is because of how it affects a hormone called insulin-like growth factor 1, or IGF-1. Now, IGF-1 is not a bad hormone. Your body needs it. When you are younger, it helps with growth, repair, and normal development. But like many things in biology, balance matters. When certain growth signals remain elevated for too long, they can create an environment where abnormal cells may have an advantage. Regular movement helps your body maintain a healthier balance. It improves how your muscles use glucose. It supports insulin sensitivity. It reduces inflammation. and it helps maintain muscle mass, which becomes increasingly important as we age. Think about your muscles as a metabolic engine. Every time you move, your muscles use energy. They pull glucose from your bloodstream. They improve circulation. They send positive signals throughout your body. This is one reason even simple activities can make a difference. Walking, gardening, cleaning your home, taking the stairs when appropriate, standing up regularly instead of sitting for hours. These activities may seem small, but your body responds to movement. Now, one of the most important habits I recommend for many older adults is walking after meals. Why? Because after you eat, your blood sugar naturally rises. Your muscles can help remove some of that glucose from your bloodstream. A short walk after a meal encourages your muscles to use that energy. This can support healthier blood sugar patterns. And healthy blood sugar matters because chronically elevated glucose can contribute to inflammation and cellular stress. You do not need a complicated exercise plan. Start with what you can safely do. A 10-minute walk, then 15 minutes, then 20 minutes. The important thing is building consistency. I want to share a story about a patient I will call Eleanor. Eleanor was 71 years old. She had completed treatment for an early-stage cancer diagnosis and was determined to do everything possible to support her health going forward. But she had arthritis. Her knees hurt. She believed traditional exercise was no longer possible. She told me, "Doctor, I am not someone who can go to the gym." And I explained something important. Health does not require you to become someone else. The goal is not to copy a 30-year-old exercise routine. The goal is to find movement that works for your body. We started small. A short walk after breakfast. Standing during television commercials, gentle stretching, walking around the house every hour during long periods of sitting. Over time, those small actions became part of her routine. She did not transform overnight, but she became stronger, she had more energy, and most importantly, she regained confidence in her body. That is what movement can provide, not just physical benefits, but independence. Now, let's talk about the second habit, and this is one that surprises many people. Because it sounds simple, some people even dismiss it. But after decades of research, I believe it is one of the most overlooked areas of cancer prevention. Habit number 2, managing chronic stress. When people hear the word stress, they often think it is only an emotional issue. They think, I just need to relax. But stress is not only happening in your mind. Stress creates biological changes throughout your body. When you experience stress, your body releases hormones designed to help you survive. One of the main hormones involved is cortisol. Short-term cortisol is useful. Imagine you need to react quickly to danger. Your body increases alertness, your heart rate changes, your energy becomes available. This system helped humans survive. But the problem occurs when stress becomes constant, when your body remains in a state of high alert for months or years. Chronic stress can affect sleep, it can influence blood pressure, it can change immune function, and it can increase inflammatory signals inside the body. Your immune system is one of your strongest defenses. It constantly identifies cells that are damaged or abnormal. But long-term stress can interfere with this protective balance. This does not mean stress directly causes cancer by itself. Cancer is complex. Many factors contribute: genetics, environment, lifestyle, random cellular changes. But chronic stress can influence biological pathways involved in inflammation and immune regulation, and that makes managing stress an important part of overall health. Now, the good news is that stress management does not require expensive programs. It does not require a complete lifestyle change. Small practices can help. One simple technique is controlled breathing. Slow breathing sends signals to your nervous system that your body is safe. Try this. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Hold briefly. Then slowly breathe out. Repeat this for a few minutes. Another powerful tool is social connection. Many older adults experience loneliness after retirement, losing loved ones, or changes in daily routines. But human connection is not just emotionally important. It is biologically important. A conversation with a friend, a regular family gathering, a community activity. These moments support mental and physical health. Another helpful practice is spending time outdoors. Natural light, fresh air, gentle movement. All of these can support your body's natural rhythms. And remember, stress management is not about eliminating every stressful moment. That is impossible. Life will always have challenges. The goal is teaching your body how to recover, how to return to balance. If you are learning something valuable from this video, consider subscribing to the channel. My goal is to share practical health information that helps adults over 50 understand their bodies and make choices that support a healthier future, because prevention is built through daily habits, not one single decision. Now, everything we have discussed so far prepares us for the final habit, the one that connects many of these biological pathways together. It involves the way you eat, but not just what you eat. The timing of when you eat, and this is something many people over 50 have never considered. In the next section, we will discuss the habit that may support your body's natural cellular cleanup process and why many researchers are studying its role in healthy aging. Now we come to the final habit, and this is the one that brings everything together. It is not about eating less. It is not about following an extreme diet. It is about giving your body something it rarely receives in modern life, a period of rest from constant digestion. Habit number 1. Time-restricted eating. For most of human history, people did not eat from the moment they woke up until the moment they went to sleep. There were natural periods when the body was not receiving food. But today, many people have extended their eating window without realizing it. Breakfast, a snack, lunch, another snack, dinner, something sweet before bed. The body is constantly processing nutrients. Now, eating is necessary. Your body needs fuel, but your cells also need time for maintenance and repair. One process scientists have studied is called autophagy. The word comes from Greek and means self-eating, but do not let the name confuse you. This is actually a helpful process. Autophagy is your body's natural recycling system. Inside your cells, old or damaged components are identified, broken down, and reused. Think of it like cleaning and maintenance inside a factory. A well-maintained factory removes damaged equipment and replaces what is no longer working properly. Your cells do something similar. They remove damaged proteins. They clear away worn-out cellular parts. They help maintain healthier cellular function. As we age, these repair processes can become less efficient. This is why supporting your body's natural maintenance systems becomes increasingly important after 50. Time-restricted eating is one area researchers are studying because longer periods without food may encourage some of these natural repair pathways. A simple example is creating a consistent eating window. Instead of eating from 7 in the morning until 10 at night, someone might choose to eat within a shorter period. For example, breakfast at 8 a.m., dinner finished by 6 p.m. This creates a 14-hour period overnight when the body is not digesting food. For many people, this type of schedule is easier to maintain than complicated diets. But it is important to understand that this approach is not suitable for everyone. Some people with diabetes, certain medical conditions, or specific nutritional needs should discuss changes with their healthcare provider first, especially if you take medications that affect blood sugar. The goal is never to put your health at risk. The goal is finding habits that support your body safely. Now, let's bring all 5 habits together, because these habits are not separate ideas. They work together. The first habit was reducing ultra-processed foods. This helps create a healthier internal environment by supporting lower inflammation and providing your cells with the nutrients they need. The second habit was protecting your sleep. Quality sleep allows your immune system to function properly and gives your body time for repair. The third habit was daily movement. Movement supports metabolism, circulation, muscle health, and many of the systems involved in healthy aging. The fourth habit was managing stress. Because your emotional health and physical health are deeply connected. And the fifth habit was creating periods of rest through time-restricted eating, because your cells need time to maintain themselves. But I want you to remember something important. You do not need to change everything tomorrow. That is one of the biggest mistakes people make. They hear information like this and try to completely rebuild their life overnight. Then the routine becomes impossible to maintain. Instead, choose one habit. Start there. Maybe you replace one processed food each day. Maybe you take a 10-minute walk after dinner. Maybe you create a consistent bedtime. Maybe you spend 5 minutes each morning practicing calm breathing. Small actions become powerful when they are repeated. And I want to remind you of something as your doctor. Cancer prevention is not about creating fear. It is about creating awareness. You cannot control every factor. Genetics matter. Environmental factors matter. Random changes inside cells can happen, but you can influence the environment your body lives in every day. You can support your immune system. You can support healthy inflammation levels. You can support your body's natural repair processes. And those choices matter. If this information helped you understand how daily habits influence healthy aging, consider subscribing to the channel. My goal is to provide clear, practical health information that helps adults over 50 make informed decisions and take better care of themselves. Remember, your body is constantly working for you. Every heartbeat, every breath, every movement, every repair process happening inside your cells. The goal is not perfection. The goal is support, a healthier meal, a better night's sleep, a little more movement, a little less stress, a little more attention to your body's needs. These small choices may seem simple today, but over time, they can shape the way you age. It is never too late to start. Your health is still influenced by the choices you make now. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.